Hello, we're at PHTV Channel 4 Palos Heights with our show at the library. And I'm Janine Kakmar, Head of Public Services.
And I'm Tina Ruzella, Head of Youth and Teen Services. And we're here to talk about all our programs and events that we have going on at the library. So Janine, why don't we start with you? What do you have going on in August?
Well, glad you asked, Tina. August starts, every year we have the Friends of the Library has their book sale, the semi-annual book sale. That starts August 3rd and runs through August 7th. August 3rd is the Friday. It's a special preview night for Friends members only. So they get special sneak previews for the sale at 5:30 to 8:30, and you can sign up to be a friend up until that day. So if you come in from the time you hear this program until August 3rd, you can sign up as a friend and get first dibs on all of our things. We have books, movies, we sell kids and adults things, magazines, so we have all kinds of things in the book sale. Then our regular book sale starts at 9 o'clock on Saturday, August 4th, and then through Monday the 6th and the 7th is Tuesday is our bag sale. We provide the bags, you just come and shop. A bag sale starts on Tuesday, the August 7th from 9 to 12. So come on, join us for the Friends of the Library book sale. All proceeds do go to the library. And then we're wrapping up summer reading finally. We have our end of the summer reading program coming up August 8th. That's Wednesday with the Tim Wilsey Trio. Before we get to the music part of that program, we're going to raffle all of the prizes off. All summer long, people have been putting tickets in the jars behind us we had such wonderful donations from the community, as you know, because they donated to the kids as well. And we will have all the drawings up before the Tim Wilsey Trio will start. Tim has got a great band. Of course, it's three guys, trio folks, and they'll be playing Americana music ranging from country western to Latin to Hawaiian, all kinds of things. So join us for that on August 8th. Even if you're not part of the summer reading, you can definitely come to just have a great evening of music.
Yeah, that sounds like it's going to be a fun night. I know. I was checking out the prizes the other day. There's a lot of good prizes downstairs. So
we do. We have, and you know, we've been posting that on our website. We have a whole sheet of all of the donors who are so generous. The community gave so many great prizes, and I know all of our patrons are so excited. Everybody has their favorite one. They can't wait to try to win it. So it's a lot of fun, and so we really are grateful to all of the businesses and organizations that donated to the library this summer, and we thank you very much.
Yes.
And I know our patrons love it too. We're also working with the rec department, the library and rec department team up on August 9th, Thursday night, for Concert in the Park. Concert in the Park is a series that the recreation department has all summer long. The library on August 9th is sponsoring the 95th Street Band, and if you guys have not heard this group, they are wonderful. They are an incredible group, musicians, and it's held at the Memorial Park Gazebo. So join us for that at 7 o'clock. in a Memorial Park for Concert in the Park. And then just a reminder, on August 10th, Friday, the library will be closed. We have a staff in service that day, so you can still visit us online. Visit the library at palosheightslibrary.org. You can renew your items online. You can order books. You can download free audiobooks, free ebooks, etc. Mm-hmm. So, and also, because August is a strange month, we will not be having our book and film this month as well. So just, if you're looking for our August book and film, you got to go to September. And then we have one of our staff members, Beth Stevens, is what we call our genealogy expert in the library. She has an incredible knowledge, and she's going to be talking about the product that we have, the service we have for the community, AncestryLibrary.com. If that sounds familiar to you, many of you see the commercials for Ancestry.com. This is the library's version of that, or edition of it, I should say. And that's a class on Wednesday, August 22nd at 6:30. And Beth will show you how to, search your family history. If you don't know where to start, she's going to show you where to start, and in using one of our services, Ancestry Library. That's Wednesday, August 22nd at 6:30 in the computer lab. Okay. And our Nature by the Book is back. We are also, the library's teaming up with Lake Catherine to bring you a panel-based book discussion on a book dealing with nature. And this is the first time we are actually doing a fiction book. It's Barbara Kingsolver's book titled Flight Behavior. And this is a book that focuses, the focal event in this book is when the monarch butterflies are migrating back up to north again, and they get blown off course with this giant storm and with global warming. It's affecting their navigation, and so they descend. Millions of them descend on this small community in the Appalachian Mountains, and it kind of talks about what happens to these people, how they're affected. It's a great book, and we'll have a panel of our experts. We have Gareth Blakesley as the director at Lake Catherine. We'll have a couple teachers from Stagg High School and from Carl Sandburg High School to also on the panel. So it's always a great discussion. So join us on Thursday, August 23rd at 6:30, but also note that it will be held at the Harvest Room. Not at the library. We're going to meet on August 23rd for Nature by the Book at the Harvest Room. The library is getting some work done on that room, so that room will not be open. So contact the Harvest Room. You'll see the number on the slide behind me, and you can make your reservation.
No, that's so neat. That sounds like a fun night.
Yeah, and we have our other reoccurring program. Our trivia night is back this month in August on Wednesday, August 29th at 6:30. And again, we're going to meet at the Harvest Room. It just happens to be, it just kind of worked out that way. So join us for 2 hours of trivia and prizes and at the Harvest Room. And again, on the slide, you need to call to make a reservation. These seats do fill up. Reserve your seat today and join in the fun. It is a lot of fun. We have a good time. And of course, the food and drinks are wonderful. So
Wow.
That's what we have going on in August. Tina, what's going on with kids and youth?
We do have youth and teens.
Yes.
Well, on Friday, August 3rd, we have Watermelon Day. I didn't even know such a thing existed, to be honest.
Sounds good to me.
But we're going to be having watermelon popsicles, and we're even going to make a watermelon volcano.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Can you tell us how?
Well,
We have
no,
to be
you
there?
need to come
Okay.
to the program to find out how.
Okay.
On Tuesday, August 7th, we have a program. It's called Let's Go to the Beach. So it's going to be all animals and songs and crafts about things that you find at the beach and those little adventures that you take. And that's for children ages 2 to 6 years old. On Thursday, August 9th, we have Blackout Poetry. So we are going to take some of the books that we've recycled from our young adult area, and we're going to make poetry out of the words on the page ourselves. And some of this is really beautiful. You can make works of art, and you don't need to come up with your own words because we're already giving them to you.
Yeah,
so
that's
going to be
pretty fun.
neat. On Monday, August 13th, we have Scratch Art for children in grades kindergarten through 3rd grade at 4 o'clock. And this is another one of those art programs that it doesn't take a lot, but your masterpiece, whatever you decide that you're going to draw, ends up looking amazing just because it's so colorful with the black background.
Yeah, it's pretty dramatic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On Wednesday, August 15th, we have a messy story time. That's for children ages 2 to 5 years old at 10 o'clock. And it's going to be good stories, good songs, but also a mess. The kids are also going to be making works of art out of shaving cream.
Oh.
Yes, so that is going to be fun.
So they don't want to wear their Sunday best.
No, dress for a mess, please.
Dress for a mess. All right.
On Friday, August 17th, from 10 to 12, we have our drop-in sensory playtime. And basically, bring your kids ages 1 to 6 years old, come on over to the library and spend as much time or as little time as you want at each of our sensory stations that we have for the kids. And some of these are a real hit, and they're just exercising those skills and
So they get to touch, feel, smell.
taste.
Ooh,
Yep.
okay.
Everything.
What age are those?
That
1 to 6.
1
huh?
to 6.
Okay.
And it's just drop in any time between 10 and 12. So stay for as long as you want or as little as you want.
Great. That's kind of convenient because if some of the kids get a little antsy, they want to leave.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, we can get going,
No.
do a little things and get going.
And some, they just want to spend an entire 2 hours just at one station, and that's fine too.
Yeah.
On Wednesday, August 22nd at 4 o'clock, we have book art for grades 6 through 12. And this is also, again, some recycling some of our old books in the young adult room and just making works of art so they can, the children are invited to draw on these book pages to create their masterpieces, or they can punch out these book pages to make a collage.
Is that what some of those look like that are stamped out there?
Yeah.
That is really cool. Really beautiful.
Yeah, that's going to be anything involving like book art. I just find so interesting, and it looks really nice.
Yeah.
On Wednesday, August 29th, we have a yoga story time, and this is for children ages 3 to 5, and it's just an interactive story time. The kids are going to learn some basic yoga poses, and it's really just going to help them have more mindfulness and relax and focus and be able to connect with their body. So
Yeah, it's so
gonna be
funny.
fun.
Some of the poses that you see on the slide, they like kids do that naturally.
Yes.
You know? Like this one right here. Look at that.
I know.
Just bends right over.
They don't even know they're doing yoga all the time.
They could be our teacher.
Exactly. On Thursday, August 30th, we have our Early Einsteins program. It's for children ages 3 to 6 years old at 4 o'clock. Again, you do need to register for this program because it will fill up quickly. For this Early Einstein session, the children are going to be using apples to create works of art, and there's also going to be a math element involved in it
Great.
too.
So a lot of art, a lot of creativity going on in
Yeah.
August. Very nice.
And so that wraps up our August. So what do you have going on in September?
Well, September is the end of our summer. And so a course will be closed Monday, September 3rd for Labor Day. Also, after that, the library will be open again on Sundays. So starting September 9th, the library will be open on Sundays. So we're back in the saddle again, full schedule. And we start off on Sunday, September 9th with our first program of Madame X Marks the Spot. And this is a program of the art of John Singer Sargent. Right now, currently at the Art Institute in Chicago, John Singer, there's a huge exhibition on this artist, John Singer Sargent, and we're going to have art historian Jeff Misher will be here at the library at 2 o'clock Sunday, September 9th, to talk about the highlights of his work, of Sargent's career as a portraitist, a muralist, and a plain art painter. And if you go to this, the exhibit ends sometime in September, later in September, so you can go to this program, get some information about the artist and his work, and then go see the exhibition at the Art Institute. It'll be a good trip.
Yeah.
And then on Tuesday, September 11th at 6:30, we have one of our college experts will be here to talk about how to pay for college without going broke.
Oh.
So take notes. We'll have experienced professionals will share their knowledge and their expertise to guide students and parents with college search, selection, and financing. And then on, what is it? It's going to be Wednesday, September 12th. Our Kindness Rocks program is back. And as you know, we've had this program over the summer. Karen Skosik, one of our staff members, it was her brainchild to bring this great program to the library, to the public, to our community. It's in the Kindness Rocks goal is to promote random acts of kindness. And in the month of September, we're going to be promoting breast cancer awareness. So we'll have all the rocks and all the painting supplies. All you need to do is come and bring your creativity, and the rocks we'll paint them, and then you'll be able to give them to somebody you know, or maybe just show support of somebody who might be going through breast cancer or breast cancer awareness. So that's coming up Wednesday, September 12th.
That's such a great program with like a great message.
It is. It really is. You not only you can have fun, because people do. They really they come in groups. They paint and they have a great time. I know Karen does some special things and provides some extra little goodies and so forth. But then it's all a very positive thing. You're giving a positive message. And what people do with these rocks is once you paint them, is that you give them away to somebody, or you plant them somewhere in the community. You leave them there on a bench somewhere in the park, and someone's walking along, oh, what is this? And it at least it has a very positive message on it, and you can just take it with you. And so it's a way of sharing kindness with with strangers or.
I'm taking a rock or two on vacation with me.
Are you? And you're going to leave those?
Yes.
Wow, that'll be nice. Because I know I think on the back side of it we have the hashtag PHPL.
Yes.
So you can take a picture of where you left it or where you found the rock and share it with us on our social media pages, and that's always really fun to see. Coming up on Thursday, September 13th, we have Simon and Garfunkel, Sound and Silence. This is a program from Gary Wenstrup, who will discuss Simon Garfunkel, who was one of the most successful musical acts of the 1960s. And he'll discuss their story, their personalities, and their music through his audio and visual presentation. So can't wait for that.
Very cool.
He was at the library a couple months ago and did the Beatles, and it was just an incredible program. So we're looking forward to having him talk about Simon and Garfunkel. Well, now that the library is open on Sundays, we have our Sunday at the Cinema is back as well. Sunday at the Cinema is when we show a film that maybe you might have missed at the theater, and it's 2 o'clock the show starts, and this on Sunday, September 16th at 2 o'clock we'll be showing the film Goodbye Christopher Robin. And I was talking to Tina before we got started about how this film really takes a look at the author of the Winnie the Pooh stories, A.A. Milne. And I learned so much about him. I didn't know he was a very, very famous author before he started writing the Winnie the Pooh stories. Very famous fictional author in England, but then World War I started, and he was a soldier, and he was very damaged from the war after the war when he came back home. And he couldn't, kind of sought refuge out in the woods. He couldn't deal with the crowds or the people or noises. He had obviously PTSD syndromes, and so he, took refuge in the woods with only his young son around, and he started to observe how his son, Christopher Robin, was just so full of his imagination and joy and playing with his stuffed bear, which of course turns out to be Winnie the Pooh and all his friends. And so you see how the stories originated. They actually come from a very dark place where he had some horrible reasons for being in the woods, and he's trying to run away from his ghosts of being as a soldier. But he ends up writing these beautiful stories, and they become very, very popular with the public because, of course, they too were scarred by World War I. So the joyous message that was coming out in the Winnie the Pooh stories was an instant hit back then, and it just has survived all of these years. It's really incredible. So come see the movie. It's a great film, and that's Sunday, September 16th. And then on Tuesday, September 18th at 6:30, we have our Lake Michigan's lighthouses. And in the 1800s, more than 50 lighthouses were built to guide ships through Lake Michigan, on the shores of Lake Michigan, and its treacherous waters there. So you can join us as we travel the lakes Michigan and Wisconsin coast to learn about the history and the legends of these fascinating lighthouses and the romantic navigation aids they were. This Tuesday, September 18th. And then we have retirement income planning coming up Wednesday, September 19th at 6:30. A financial advisor from BMO will be here to outline how to navigate taxes, health care costs, and inflation to secure your position financially for your life after work. And then our book and film is back. We will skip that in August, as we mentioned, but we will be back in September. It's always the third Thursday of the month at 2 p.m. This is going to be on September 20th. We'll be showing the film All the Money in the World, which is based on a book by the same title. And it's a book about J. Paul Getty, who is one of the richest men in the world. His grandson was kidnapped, and he refused to pay the ransom. He was too cheap to pay the ransom. So it's quite a story. It's based on a true event. Christopher Plummer, who plays J. Paul Getty, was nominated for Academy Award for Best Actor in this movie. So it's a very good story. It's kind of scary, and
yeah, and it looks like it had to have come out recently. It has like Michelle Williams and Mark Wahlberg in it as well.
Last year. Yeah, it's about 6 or 8 months old. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's a great cast and a really good story, but kind of sad. The whole family was really kind of messed up with all the wealth, but it's a good story though. And what this mother had to do to get her son back was quite incredible.
Wow.
So yeah. So come join us for that. we have one of my favorite presenters is back here on September 20th, Thursday, for homemade lunches, healthy dinners, and sweet treats that are good for you. We have our friend, Chris, a nutrition educator and health coach, Chris Rosandich, will be back to show how healthy, fresh ingredients in homemade meals can impact one's life. You'll also learn shortcuts for meal preparation, how to create tasty, healthy food treats, and that will satisfy any sweet tooth. So Chris was here at the library last year giving her juice and smoothies. Remember? And so she's back for this show. So there will be samples, but so there is limited seating for this program, so you do need to register for this program, please. And then we have coming up on Sunday, the 23rd of September at 2 p.m. is America's film sweetheart, Mary Pickford. We have Leslie Goddard, who will portray the silent film star, Mary Pickford, one of the earliest Hollywood's most powerful women and movie stars. This portrayal explores Pickford's remarkable career as well as her legacy as the woman who made Hollywood. Now, I never knew much about, I knew of the name of Mary Pickford, but because of another program we have coming up with the Palos Fine Arts, Palos Reads, Melanie Benjamin is a New York Times bestselling author, wrote a book called The Girls in the Picture. And it's an incredible book. Melanie is an incredible author. She's going to be here for the next program that the library teams up with the Palos Fine Arts for their Palos Reads. And the book is about Mary Pickford. Oh. So the Sunday program that we talked about on the 23rd, come to that one, because then you'll learn about Mary Pickford, and then come to our Palos Reads program on Thursday, September 27th at the Palos Country Club, because then we're going to have Melanie Benjamin, the New York Times bestselling author. She's an incredible author. We're so excited to have her here. She's going to be here to talk about Mary Pickford, Douglas Fairbanks Sr., and all these other famous silent film artists, and what Charlie Chaplin's also mentioned in the book. But really it's about Mary Pickford and the women in early Hollywood. And she was the highest paying actress. She was a writer, a director. I mean, it's really quite a story. Oh. And you learn a lot about the history of that part of Hollywood, how they started making movies, and how ridiculous the sound the effects were, and all that kind of thing. But we're excited to have Melanie Benjamin, as I said, come on Thursday, September 27th at the Palos Country Club. That's located on 13100 Southwest Highway in Orland Park. There will be, admission is free. Everybody is invited. It is sponsored by the Palos Fine Arts and the Palos Heights Library, Palos Park Library, and Palos Hills Library. Admission is free, and there is a special buffet dinner that's also available before the event, so you can call the number on the slide behind me to make a reservation. Copies of the books will be available for the author to sign. She will speak. She will talk about her book, so it's a great evening. We're always looking forward to that. And then we will wrap up our September with the paper shredding event. We'll have paper shredding, e-recycling, and a pill drop-off event on Saturday, September 29th. And take note, folks, that it's going to be held from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. at the City Hall parking lot. So we've been holding these at the library. We've had, the demand is so high, we don't have enough space, so we're moving it to the city, which is good. Right. People are recycling, that's awesome. But we're moving it to the City Hall parking lot here in Palos Heights, located at 7607 West College Drive. Please read the fine print on the slide behind me, because it'll tell you what you can bring and what you cannot bring. But we'll take papers, 2 to 3 boxes for papers to shred, e-recycling, anything that deals with your phone. If you have chargers or cords or cables or printers or computer parts, bring those can be recycled. And also Palos Heights Police will be on hand for any pill drop-off, any prescription pill drop-offs. Pills only, no salves or needles. So that's our September.
Yeah, it's jam-packed.
It is. What's going on with the youth and teen services?
Well, our story times are back in session because, of course, summer's now over. Kids are getting back to school, and now our story times are back in full swing. So on Tuesdays from September 4th to September 25th, we have Tales for Twos for children's ages 24 to 35 months, and that's a 4-week session, so you register once for that.
Okay.
And we also have a new story times type session. This is for children in grades kindergarten through 3rd grade. It's at 4 o'clock. It's also going to be held on Tuesdays from September 4th through the 25th, and it's at 5 o'clock, I'm sorry. It's for children in grades kindergarten through 3rd grade, and it's giving them, this age group, some time to hang out at the library, do different activities. It's after school, maybe get their
Energy out.
yes, get their energy out before they go home, and it's just another one of those great hangouts for these kids.
That's great. Yeah. Sometimes, especially when they're getting back into the swing of school, it's hard to go from summer to go back to school again.
Right.
So now you have a nice little zone at time at the library to kind of make the change.
And they're going to be doing something different every week. So definitely stay tuned or register for that program.
Great.
On Wednesdays, from September 5th through September 26th, we have Little Wigglers, and that's for children ages 23 months. For infants to 23 months, I'm sorry. And that is also a 4-week session, and it's another 30-minute interactive program.
Okay.
On Wednesday, September 5th at 4 o'clock, we will be having The Greatest Showman karaoke.
I want to see that.
I cannot wait for that. I'm always singing those songs. It's one of my favorite movies,
Is it?
for sure.
Yeah.
Yes. And that is for children grades 4 through 8th grade. Please register for this program. It's going to fill up quick, I think.
You know, it's funny that you talk about this. I was just thinking, I don't know, for those of you who have been at the library over the summer with your children, for all the different programs you've done for the summer reading, they're really incredible. You had an escape room.
Yeah.
You had a real-life Pac-Man where she taped in the one huge room the Pac-Man thing, and kids got to play Pac-Man in real life in costume.
Yeah.
And you the Harry Potter trivia. What are some of the other things you did?
We also had the Who Yourself with the makeup.
Where they decorated poor Becca and Laura, and they painted their faces and you guys are doing so many incredible programs. They're really fun. They're fun to watch. I wish I was a kid so I could participate. I want to go to this karaoke.
Well, you and I, we can have our own karaoke,
yeah,
Janine.
Sure, absolutely.
On Thursday, September 6th, we start off our Kindergarten Ready program. This is for children ages 3 to 5 years old, and it's on Thursdays from September 6th through the 27th. We also offer 2 times for that program for 10 a.m. and 1 p.m., so definitely register for one of those sessions.
I wish they had this program when I was in school.
Deck out your locker, yes. That's on Thursday, September 6th for children grades 6th through 12th grade. Come to the library. We're going to help you come up with some cool different things to help decorate your locker and some different ideas for organization that you can take home as well. And that's at 5 o'clock. On Saturday, September 8th, we have our Lego Builders program at 11 a.m. Come in, make your work of art using Legos, and we will put it on display for a month.
Those are fun.
Yes.
I like to see what they come up with. Yeah.
Toddler Art is back. It's going to be on Monday, September 10th. We offer 2 times, a 10 o'clock and a 1 o'clock session. That's for children ages 2 to 5, and kids are invited to create masterpieces worthy of any refrigerator.
Wonderful.
On Thursday, September 11th, we have our Manga Anime Club. This is our very first Manga Anime Club ever. We also started a manga collection at the library.
Did you?
Yes. Now, manga books they're like Japanese comic books, and instead of reading front to back, you read from back to front. And they're usually action-packed or romance-packed, and it's definitely one of those genres that kids, teens, they gravitate toward.
Yeah, so I was wondering what the age group was on that.
Yeah, for our club, we're starting out for kids grades 4 through 12th grade.
Okay. So do they bring their own books, or they come to the library and use the library books, or how does that work?
We're using this first session as a way to introduce our collection to the kids.
Okay.
But we also have a Crunchyroll subscription, so they're going to be able to watch actual anime cartoons, and they can pick out whichever ones that they want to watch. And there's going to be an art element on it, because so many kids that read manga or watch anime, they're very artistic. And we're just going to see where they want to take it. So.
That sounds really fun.
definitely register for that. That's Thursday,
And you have
September 11th.
Snacks for the kids and everything.
Yes,
Yeah,
we'll have
that's
snacks
nice.
for the kids as well. On Wednesday, September 12th, we have tie-dye fun. So bring any of your white t-shirts that you've been wanting to decorate or add some color to. And that's at 5 o'clock on the 12th for children grades 6th through 12th grade.
Oh, that's fun.
Yes, I love doing
Do come to
tie-dye.
the library,
Yes.
get that mess out. You don't have to worry about messing up your sink with the
No.
dye. Come to the library and
Mess
do
up
it.
our sink.
Yeah, that's right.
On Thursday, September 13th, this is another new program.
Is
We're
it?
having Books and Bites. They're children in grades 3rd through 5th grade. They're going to be reading City of Ember. And what Books and Bites is it's combining kind of like a book club. You're going to be able to talk about this book, which has gotten amazing reviews. It's up for an award right now. It's up for a Blue Stem.
I read this book a long time ago.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's good.
And so they're going to be able to talk about the book, and they're also going to have a snack that kind of ties in with the book. So for this session, they're having celery moths. I'm not completely sure what that is,
Okay.
but
Read the book and find
yes.
out, and then you'll know. But so that's the first of a series, right?
Yes.
Yes. So that's the first.
So next month is going to be a different book, and the neat thing about this is the kids that come here, they're going to be able to pick out the books that they read next month.
Oh, that is nice. Yeah.
On Tuesday, September 18th, we're having a mini drone obstacle course. So you do not need to have any experience with learning how to navigate a drone. You can just come, and we're going to make an obstacle course, and we're also going to show you how you can control these little drones that
Now, are
fit
these
in
the
your palm of
drones
your
that the
hand.
library will be circulating, or is this something different?
This is something different.
So that reminds me that the library will be has some new tech gadgets for people available for the public
Yes.
to check out with your library card, including a drone. Yes, age appropriate. Just keep that in mind, and some other great tech tech items to check out with your library. So in addition to the books and movies and all the digital things we have, you can check out some interesting tech gadgets starting in August.
Yes.
So.
And
But this is a little different. They're going to show
Yes.
them how to use a mini drone. That's cool.
yeah, and these are a lot smaller. And
Is this going to
than
be in the
one that we
library or
have.
outside the library?
This one's going to be inside the library. I
Oh,
know.
very good.
And it's for children grades 6 through 12. On Wednesday, September 19th, this is another one of the programs I'm looking forward to. It's nacho time.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
Yes.
Sign me up.
It's at 4 o'clock for children grades 4th through 8th grade, and they're going to be learning how to make their own wok. And they're also going at the end of the lesson, so to speak, they're going to be able to make their own nachos and talk and do some trivia at the end as well.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Literally.
On Thursday, September 20th at 4 o'clock for children grades kindergarten through 3rd grade, we have autumn art. The kids are going to be able to do some leaf rubbings, some leaf stampings. There's going to be paint involved. So it's just one of those nice fall programs. Lots
I
of
love
colorful
fall.
leaves.
I love this time of year.
Uh-huh. On Friday, September 21st, we have an elephant story time. Now, I didn't even know Elephant Appreciation Day existed until this program came up. So it's going to be on Friday, September 21st at 11 o'clock for children ages 3 to 5 years old. They're going to be making crafts, hear some stories, and
That
it's
feature elephants.
it's all about elephants.
What are
Yes.
some books what are the big popular ones? Is it Willem Moes or whatever it's what is
Mo
it?
Willems.
You can tell I'm not a youth.
No.
Sorry, folks.
No, you're fine. Elephant and Piggy. But
Yeah.
also, there's a Disney movie coming out, Dumbo.
Right, like
Yeah.
live action? Yeah.
Yes.
I did read about that.
So,
Yeah. Is that
lots-
coming out about that time?
I don't think so, but
Okay.
it's definitely, whenever someone talks to me about elephants, that's one of the things that I'm thinking about.
Maybe a year and 2 years ago, they had the live action Jungle Book came out.
Yes.
That was very popular as well. And so now they're doing Dumbo.
Yeah.
I always thought that book was kind of sad.
I did too. It's not one of my favorites, but
We'll see. Maybe he won't lose his mother in this
I
one. I don't know.
maybe I won't cry.
Yeah.
On Saturday, September 22nd at 10 a.m. for children grades 4 through 8th grade, we have Comic Book 101, Building the Body. We have Dan Labe coming to the library, and he is a freelance illustrator, and he's going to be showing kids how they can build the body when drawing. So he's going to have a class, and he's going to provide all the supplies. So be sure to sign up for this workshop.
Maybe I should go to that to learn how to graduate from my stick figures that I can draw.
I know, me too, right?
So how long is, that starts at 10, how long does this go? It's
going to be about 45 minutes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right.
On Wednesday, September 26th at 4 o'clock, children in grades kindergarten through 3rd grade are invited to come to our Apples to Applesauce program. So they're going to learn all about apples, and they're going to mash them into applesauce. Yeah. Add a few ingredients, and then they're going to make a craft while their applesauce warms up, and they can have that at the library or take it home.
Wonderful.
Mm-hmm. Another one of those fall-ready programs.
So you're starting with watermelons, and we're ending with apples.
On Thursday, September 27th, we have Are You Smarter Than a Librarian?
Ooh.
So kids in grades 6th through 12th grade, they're invited to test their knowledge of pop culture, video games, trivia against the youth services staff. So that is one that I'm looking forward to as well.
Then they get bragging rights.
Yes.
If
we'll
they
see if
are
they can
smarter.
stump us and be smarter.
If you can stump the chumps. No. Yeah.
No, and that's all we have going on in September.
That's all?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Tina, you're really slacking off there. Well, that's great. But that's sounds like we got lots going on, both in youth and adults. So please come out and join us. We're happy to see you. If you can't make it into the library, you can always download your books and ebooks at home. But of course, we'd love to see you. So come on out. Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you. It's always fun.
Yes, it is. And we'll see you next time.